Hi guys, welcome back to another episode on my tiny little channel, my TLC, which is also known as Tender Love and Care. So I would say this is my TLC from me to you. On this episode, I'm going to be doing something that I always enjoy to do, like every few months or so, my top, put number, insert number, top 5 favorite things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think today we'll do 6, but I don't like saying at the beginning of the episode because as I'm going on, I see something else that I like and I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely a fave. Okay, so the last time I did a favorite things was probably on over 25, but then on this channel at least I'm able to talk over them a little bit more slower and the reasons why I like them, and these things keep changing. These are like must-haves in your life to date. Okay, I'm also going to be getting ready, doing my makeup really quickly, so we can skim through that rather than you know, just kind of taking you through my favorite things as a list, maybe a little bit of conversation here and there, and I will leave a list of the products in the description box of this video, and probably where I bought them from if I don't already say it in the video. Okay, if you hear a little bit of noise as I'm recording, I'm just giving you a heads up. My neighbor is doing a little bit of home improvement or moving in. There's like moving in home improvement, so sometimes there's a bit of noise. I'll try and pause the video in those times, but sometimes, you know, with these cameras you think the sound is fine and then after there's so many background noises that you miss. Let us begin. My number one favorite thing, which it's gonna be very hard to ever change my mind with this product, is my moisturizing lotion. This is Cerave, and this is the daily moisturizing lotion for normal to dry skin. I have oily skin, but it's become less oily for some reason over the years. Like, no, actually I still have, I have a T-zone, but I think as a teenager I had like hella oily skin. So nowadays, teenager to like young adult to, you know, now I'm a woman, so now I think a lot of my oiliness is mostly around this area, not necessarily my whole face, but I do have acne prone skin. How did I land on this product? There's a YouTuber called Hiram. He's a skincare, like, I don't know if I would say enthusiast, guru, but he's Hiram as in Hyram, and I follow him and LA Beautyologist for most of my skincare tips and how to just manage my skin, because I have very acne prone skin, and to get to this skin I'm at today, where I can go out for a full day without makeup and meet people and not feel, you know, like, oh my god, I need to cover up. It took a lot of work. So one day I was just trying to figure out, okay, what moisturizer should I use for my face, because the moisturizer I was using at the time, I thought it was good, and I think it's actually okay. It was one of the, what brand was this? I can't even say the name, but I remembered the brand. But it had a bit of alcohol in the ingredients, and you know, nowadays everyone is like running away from, was it alcohol? There's something it had in the ingredients that is supposedly not recommended nowadays. You know, like how back in the day people had toners, I mean, like toners used to have alcohol. All of them used to have alcohol. I used to use skincare products, just a little bit of a backstory. I used to use skincare products from the time I was 12, 11. I used to cleanse, face wash, cleanse, tone, moisturize. I didn't know, we didn't have the internet those days, so how I figured out these steps was me going to supermarkets and looking at different products and then looking at the back, and you know how they give you directions? They're like, use this after using the face wash, use this after using the toner, use this. So then I started to realize, oh, so these are the steps, da 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 da. And the reason I did that is because I got acne since I was, like, from the time I was in class 4. I was 9 in class 4, and my first acne started to appear around here, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I don't know. And then it creeped up to my forehead, and then I just get sporadically like zits all over my face, to the point where in upper primary, when I was class 7 and 8, so I would say 12 to 13, I cut my hair and created bangs so they could cover my forehead. The bangs to cover my forehead. I had a fringe, and the reason I had that was because I was basically trying to cover up my acne, my forehead acne. And and my teacher, our maths teacher, I remember this one time, he was I got into some trouble in class, and me and the two guys we got into trouble with were taking at the front of the class, and he basically just started to give us a dress down, and he's like, and you Julia, this call me Julia, and you Julia, all you care about is your hair, that hairstyle of yours. I'm just like, this here nigga, man, that shit broke me down. But I was like, I'm not gonna take away my fringe. When it's, you know, the primary schools in Kenya have just weird rules. At you only have one hairstyle, you only have one this. I find it so dumb. But anyway, that was like, I started skincare when I was very young. I was like the only kid who used to have a skincare routine. Even my cousins, I remember them coming to my house and saying, hey, why did I have many things? And I'm like, nigga, I'm just trying to get rid of this fucking acne. And then, so that was my skincare routine for a very long time. But my skin started to improve with age, but it still wasn't where I wanted it to be. And then I bumped into, I watched Patricia Kihoro's video where she was talking about the 10-step Korean skincare routine, and that shit just changed my life. And that's how I found Hiram, how I found the LA Beautyologist. I even used to sell Korean skincare products myself. I had to put a pause on that business for many reasons, but yes. So according to Hiram, for my skin type, which is oily combination, this is what he recommended: the Cerave Daily Moisturizing Lotion. I love this product. You can get this from Bandari Beauty. Maureen sells these. Yeah, but this is the value size one, and I would recommend. It also has hyaluronic acid, which is fantastic for moisture retention. I think that's what hyaluronic does, moisture retention. And it says with 3 essential ceramides. I don't know what ceramides are, but sound important. Would recommend. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna apply some because I just got out the shower. I've already applied it, but I don't mind doing another layer before I go into my next step. Okay, never done a skincare routine video, but maybe one day I will. You guys let me know in the comment section if you actually want me to do a skincare routine video, and I can get into a little bit more detail as to how I got to where I am with my skin. And I'm always still discovering new. By the way, I still get acne. Like, these are acne scars from maybe zits I had last month, but it's like, for the most part, my skin, I feel like I'm happy with it, which is amazing. My second favorite product, which happens to be right next to me and part of this routine, is my sunscreen. I also got this sunscreen from Bandari Beauty. By the way, this is not sponsored. These are just shameless plugs. These are actual products I use and partners. And what is Maureen? She's a shop. Yeah, these are places I actually shop at. And sometimes when my stuff is sponsored, I use the stuff first, so I can give an honest review. Actually, this is also an urge to clients. If you want to work with content creators and you're paying them, please still allow them to give an honest review. Okay, so this is Laroche Posay, and I started to use this sunscreen via recommendation. I used to use a different sunscreen, the Neutrogena Hydro Boost, I think that's what it was called, and I loved it. I never had any issues with it until I saw on Joanna Kinuthia's page. Joanna was pushing this sunscreen, and she was like, it's just as good as, I guess, Neutrogena, but then she didn't say Neutrogena, but she said this one does not sting your eye, because the Neutrogena sunscreen, if it gets into your eye by mistake, you know, sometimes you're rubbing your eye and then some product gets in, like later in the day, that thing can burn your eyelid, bro. Like, hey, you have to actually go under a tap because it's so painful. So with this, I don't have that issue, and that's why I moved to this. But if I ever didn't have Laroche around, I'd still buy the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. I think that's the name, Hydro Boost sunscreen. And then another sunscreen which is still an all-time favorite is from Sam by Me. Maybe you can just Google it. Sam by Me, the aloe soothing sunscreen. So good. There's a lot of good sunscreens out there. So I'm gonna put some on right now. I love this because it does not leave a white cast, and so that way, like, even because I'm going to apply makeup after this, it's still, the makeup still applies well. Like, sometimes I think when you get a huge white cast, it affects how the makeup looks. So this is how I look after I've applied a lot of sunscreen, guys. By the way, did you know you're supposed to reapply sunscreen every like 80 minutes? What does this one say? I threw the box away already. This is brand new. I got this yesterday. My other one finished. But like every, what is 80 or 90 minutes? That's like an hour and a half, even if you have makeup on. Because I guess after 80 minutes, the sunscreen stops working. I didn't know that. So there's ways you can apply sunscreen throughout the day even though you have makeup. There's the spray. Laroche also has this spray, which I hear it works, but some people have told me when you do that it can leave like white droplets. So there are sprays that are aerosol as opposed to the so they're aerosol, and the particles are smaller, so you don't see the bits of sunscreen like on top of your makeup, and you can keep reapplying. Damn, me, I just keep learning new things every day. Would I recommend this? 100%. I actually really love this Laroche sunscreen, and it's gonna be hard for me now to move from here, especially because now I know they have this spray. So I don't do a lot of sunscreen on the rest of my body if it's not exposed, mostly when I go to coast. But I mean, things are changing, because even with our parents, I remember my mom just started telling us, the only time she told us to wear sunscreen was when we were down at the coast. I started to wear sunscreen like, what, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, when I started to really take care of my skin. Yeah, time's changing, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is, my other favorite things are still here. We still have number 3, 4, 5, 6 to go, but I still want to get ready. Maybe a little bit of banter in between, maybe not, so that by the time I get to the end of my list, you kind of see my process of getting ready. By the way, there's one I need to mention, because this is a toner, and it's not a daily toner, it's an exfoliating toner. This is Sam by Me, the AHA BHA PHA 30-day miracle toner. So I know they say 30 days, but this is an exfoliant. I don't use it every day. What is an exfoliant? An exfoliant is like a scrub. You know, they used to go and buy, like, you know, St. Ives scrubs with the huge particles and scrub your face at least once or twice a week to remove all the buildup. So with the Korean skincare movement, or the philosophy around it, is that you don't use physical scrubs on your face, no matter how small they say the particles are, because apparently or allegedly what happens is that it causes micro tears in the skin, and so you get all this scar tissue on a microscopic level, and it affects the appearance of your skin. It looks dull, it looks da 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 da. And I mean, that just blew me away. So I moved from physical exfoliants to chemical exfoliants, which is what AHA and BHA are. PHA, what is PHA? I forget, but I think PHA is mostly for moisture. Not sure, but AHA and BHA are both exfoliants. AHA works on the upper levels of the skin, and BHA deeper into the skin, mostly for like blackheads, and then AHA mostly for whiteheads. But because I get both and my skin is combination, all these things, I just rather use the AHA, BHA, PHA, put it all, because you can get an exfoliant that's only AHA, and you can get an exfoliant that's only BHA, but this one is a combination of all. Now, just like a scrub, I don't use it every day. I use it twice a week, usually Mondays and Thursdays. I just put a few drops on my skin, on my palm, get some product onto my fingertips, and then I pat it into my skin, avoiding this sensitive areas of the skin, and also around here, because I tend to get dry patches around here. I ruined my skin with another product that made my skin around here quite dry, like here and here. So I don't put the product there, but I would highly recommend this, because even the next day when you wake up, your skin just looks so supple and soft. Oh my god. So it works overnight, exfoliating your skin. And on the nights that I use my chemical exfoliant, I don't use any other product. I don't use any other serums. I don't use like now my usual serums, which is I use vitamin C serum and I use niacinamide. I should probably put retinol in there as well, but retinol can dry the skin a little bit, and I probably overused retinol some time back. I didn't know you're supposed to use retinol, like ease it into your skin, so I took a break from retinol. But retinol is like the #1 serum. Like if you want a serum that does everything for you, brightens, smoothens, takes care of fine lines and wrinkles, collagen boosting, that's like retinol for you. But retinol is a very strong product. You can only use it at night. You can't use it every day, and it can cause drying to the skin, right? So anyway, I just took a break from retinol, so I just do vitamin C and niacinamide. My regular everyday toner, let me just show you, it's not in my favorite things right now, but I love it, this is my everyday toner, is Centella Green Calming toner. You don't need to use a toner, by the way. Toners are not a must. You don't have to use toners every day, like, I mean, or even in your skincare routine. There's people saying nowadays that toners are not, you don't really need to use a toner if your face wash is not over drying and stripping. Because the point of toners was to restore moisture back into your skin. But if you're using a nice face wash, by the way, my face wash is also Cerave, then and that doesn't strip away moisture from your skin, and you don't necessarily need a toner. But I still use this toner because it has hyaluronic acid, and I like hyaluronic acid because, you know, yeah. So still lazima, but yeah. So this is my third favorite thing, the AHA BHA PHA exfoliating toner by Some by Me. I'm gonna put it here. Now I'm just gonna go straight into my makeup. I'm going for a movie night today for 7 o'clock. It's around 5, so I want to just do something not too heavy, a little bit light, and then we get to the other favorite things. I wasn't gonna add this in one of my favorite things, but it is. This is Suzie Beauty's, there's an eyeshadow she has in the color Changa. It is so beautiful. Let me just show you how it applies onto my skin. It's a nice deep chocolate brown. Oh my god, this is like my everyday, or like when I'm rushing but I still want to wear makeup look. I just go for very neutral colors. And I love it because I kind of use it as what they call transition colors. Yeah, this is it. Okay, I think I'm gonna bring you guys a little bit closer. Is that better? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't it pretty? This is like my I'm in a rush kind of look makeup. Next I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner, which is, oh, I have two. I have the NYX one, but I prefer oh, here you are. Oh, Chineke. Where are you? Oh, there you are. So I always love a cat eye, basic cat eye. That's like my go-to everyday look. Love, 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 love. And I've always used felt pen. Are they called felt pen tip liners? Kind of, yeah, felt pen liner. And I got this one. This is from Maybelline. Not contending as one of my favorite things, but I still love it. I would recommend it. I would recommend if you're still a beginner. This is good for beginners. In fact, they call it this is Maybelline's Hyper Easy. That's what it's called. Hyper Easy Brush Tip Liner, and it's in black. So I usually just get in there, draw my cat eye, and you know, fill it in. I'm gonna use a different eyeliner on this eye because this Maybelline one I think in Aisha, which is this is NYX Epic Ink Liner. I must have shipped this in from Amazon. I can't remember, but yeah, I also really like it. It's a tip liner, just like the Maybelline one. Don't you just hate it when your eyeliners they're sisters, they're stepsisters? They're not supposed to twin, but they look so different because I think the Maybelline one was finishing, so it was being a bit blotchy on my skin. Let me just redo this wing, try and make it match the other one. Just this ain't cute, boo boo. No. All good. Blush. So this is one of those things that initially wasn't even supposed to be part of my favorite things, but it's made it. And this is a Fenty Beauty highlighter, like, you know, the stuff you put here so you can pop. And this one is liquid. This is in the color Butter Brownie. Okay guys, let me just show you. I'm just gonna use my finger so you guys can see. I am obsessed with this highlight. It's light. You know, sometimes I think with highlights, sometimes you're scared of putting too much and looking like a crazy person. So just look at this. Actually, let me just show you the consistency. Excuse my ugly ass manicure because my nails right now are in the ghetto. So that's the stuff. Okay. I just want to show you how easily it blends, right? And I just usually go in with my finger like this. And like if you make a mistake, you can just like dab it off. It still won't leave a streak of shimmer. You know what I mean? That's what I like about it. Look at how subtle it is. Like Rihanna knew what she was doing with this. This was not in my original list, but nowadays I put highlighter so often because highlight just used to be for like special occasions, but now I'm always like I won't fuck up, so let me just put it, you know. So cute, look at that. And ooh, put some over here. I'm obsessed, guys. I'm obsessed. I'm like, Jules, slow down, let's not go crazy. And the blush the blush I've put over here is also Fenty, and it's in the color Rose Latte. I'm a dark skin girl. My foundation, by the way, in case you want to know, is MAC in W47, or my recent fave is this Fenty one, and I'm using A40. I might want to go a shade darker with the foundation, with the Fenty one, but I love both of them. So this is the blush that I've used, and the blush, did I give you the, it's called Rose Latte. This is the cream blush. Okay, all right, so I'm pretty much done with my makeup, but there's two more things I really want us to, a few of my two favorite things. I still want to finish this. I still want to finish these favorite things, and the reason I've left them at the end because it's probably what I do last with my makeup routine on the most part. Another Fenty one. I didn't even realize I have so many Fenty faves. This, guys, this, oh, that highlight is really looking cute, guys. Like, anyway, this will change your life. This lip gloss, this is Fenty Beauty's, the name of the lip, it's Gloss Bomb Heat, okay, in the color Hot Cherry. Gloss Bomb Heat, like heat. When you apply it on your lips, you literally feel like a warming sensation, a tingling sensation, like a spicy, like if you've eaten pili pili, you know how it stays on your lips. So the first time I put it on, I was like, hey, is this thing expired, or is it counterfeit? But it's not counterfeit. This is from oh my god, I forget the name. What's the name? Inside Center. I'll put the name here, but you know, the partners for Fenty in Nairobi. I'm gonna show you how it applies. I was very skeptical of this color because it's pink, so I was like, okay, this is for light skinned girls, but just look at this, look at this. So here you go. Okay, oh my god, I love it. It's so subtle, stays on your lips for ages. You look so cute. I mean, I'm like feeling myself, you know what I mean? I love it. Gloss Bomb Heat Hot Cherry. Yeah, guys, this is it. Now, another one of my favorite things is not a lip gloss, but it's a lipstick. This brand has changed my neutral nude lip game forever, because I had complained how there's no color for us dark skinned girls, there's no nude for us, or the nudes that are there, we still have to do so much lip liner so that it can blend. And I was talking to Nancy Mwai about this at an event, and she's like, have you not tried my lipsticks? I'm like, yeah, but like, isn't it for like light skin girls? Because like, you're a light skin girl, like whatever. Like, I was already like in my, and she's like, no, I'm gonna recommend. She actually sent these to me. She's like, I'll send, no, she didn't even say she'll send them to me. We had that conversation, and then I was with her friend Maureen, who is my skin shade. So Maureen is on who was like, chick, we're like on the same range, you call the darkies, and she was like, I recommend this color and this color. So I said, okay, I'll buy those two. Come next day, I want to go buy. Nancy is like, no, don't buy, I'll send you the whole range and you just tell me what you think. And I was like, no, I want to support you. She's like, no, let me send it to you. I'm like, hey, she's confident. So she sent me all these, and where are my faves? Yeah, these two. Yes, and I just want to show you how they look, so you can get an idea of how the color, the range looks like. Okay, that's the vibe. That's the vibe. All nudes, neutral colors. Now my two favorites are these two darker ones at the end here, and these come in the color, this is Morning After and Choke Me. No, this is Morning After, this is Choke Me. One has a little bit of a red undertone, the other one is like mostly brown. I love, let's just focus, guys. Hey, I must show new level the branding, my friend. I think I've already ranted and raved about this on my Instagram, if you follow me there. I love these shades. They are so beautiful once you put them on. And then I'm able to use the lighter shades, which my favorite is Sand Nudes, for the middle part as an ombre. And I just love them. Nancy, here, you got it. Like Apple, umeshikarada. Alishikarada. So the final favorite thing, guys, I've been leaving the best for last, saving the best for last, is my favorite perfume of all time. This is C by Giorgio Armani. This is C, and not C Passion. This is the C. The reason it looks a bit darker is because I got the intense one. So this is still the smell profile of C, the original C, but this one is intense, so it's like double the smell. And me, I love this scent so much. Like, it's my favorite. Guys, let me tell you. In fact, let me just spray it. I don't save perfumes anymore. I used to be like, only for special occasions. Nowadays I'm like, nah, bruh, life is short. There's a lady who wrote a blog, she's a cancer survivor, and she was like, one thing I can tell you is that you're happy and healthy. Wear that dress, spray that perfume, don't save that outfit for another day, wear it now. So I just wear this perfume, and I say, I'm not going to scatter it. The day it finishes, I'm sure somewhere in the universe God has said, her perfume is finishing, let me sort her out. So I got this from Linton's. That's the name I was looking for, guys. Linton's Beauty, the same place where all the Fenty products are. I also got that from Linton's, and so far so good. I just do like one spray, and people always like, oh my god, you smell so nice, you smell so nice. I'm very huge on scents, guys, very huge. I do cocktails most of the time, like a layer with a body splash. I love vanilla based stuff. I love fruity stuff. I don't like to layer, by the way, when I'm wearing C, the intense one, because it's very strong. I don't think it needs anything else. But most of the time when I have perfume, I've probably put a perfume or the body splash first, like everywhere, and then now the perfume on the, you know, the pulsating places. Yeah, so that marks the end of my favorite things. I'm going to just stay behind here and finish doing my hair. I'm just going to style it in a bun. Like I said, I'm just going for a movie, and then I'll be probably changing my earrings and I'll be good to go, y'all. So that marks the end of my episode. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if there are any questions about any of the products that I've used that you're curious about, just leave them in the description box of this video and I'll respond to you, hopefully. I mean, nowadays I'm able to go through the comments, but there's also somebody else who helps me, so just leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Let me know if you want me to do a skincare routine video. Let me know if you've tried any of these products and if you like them too, or if you like, for example, if you're saying I'm gonna try the Laroche sunscreen, just leave that in the comment section again, so that I can know that this has worked for you. Okay, I'll see you guys here next time. Thank you for watching. If you've made it this far into my video, please remember to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, share with a friend who you think might enjoy this episode or whatever is in it, and as per usual, subscribe right over here. Hit the notification bell so that every time you get an episode, or I upload an episode, you get a little ping in your notification bar. See you guys here next time. Love and light. Adios.